परसों ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਡੈਨੀਅਲ ਸਮਿਥ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਉਂਡ ਟੇਬਲ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਐਥਨਿਕ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੱਤੇ। ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਅਦਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਟੀਵੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਹ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਡਾਇਵਰਸਿਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਪਲਾਨ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ। ਇੱਥੇ ਜ਼ਿਕਰਯੋਗ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਨੈਟ ਐਮਿਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ 2035 ਦਾ ਟੀਚਾ ਸੂਬਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਸੂਬਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ 2050 ਤੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੀ ਆਪਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਬਣੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਡਾਇਵਰਸਿਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਆਇਲ ਐਂਡ ਗੈਸ ਤੋਂ ਹਟ ਕੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਨੂਫੈਕਚਰਿੰਗ, ਫੂਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸਿੰਗ, ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਸੈਕਟਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਡੈਨੀਅਲ ਸਮਿਥ ਨੇ ਬੜੇ ਸਾਫ਼ ਤੇ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਡਾਇਵਰਸਿਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਆਇਲ ਐਂਡ ਗੈਸ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਧਿਆਨ ਇਸੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੀ ਕੇਂਦਰਿਤ ਰਹੇਗਾ। ਤੇ ਚਲੋ ਸੁਣਨੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਡੈਨੀਅਲ ਸਮਿਥ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਜਵਾਬ।
So my question is about the economic diversification. What economic diversification plans does the government have in response to the need to transition from oil and gas? With international pressure and the government of Canada is urging Alberta to make the switch, it's crucial to know if there are any plans in place to support and promote agriculture and the food processing facilities here in Alberta in future.
I would say it is not one or the other, it's both. I disagree with the federal government. I think that we need to transition away from emissions. We don't need to transition away from oil and gas. And the reason I say that is that a barrel of bitumen or an MCF of natural gas has a lot of different uses. A barrel of oil can now go to making 6,000 different products. Some of them, like asphalt, is not burned. Our petrochemicals, especially now that we're taking the CO2 out and making them net zero, those are for any array of plastic products that you can imagine. We've got lubricants as well; those aren't burned. And I think you'll see more and more that we're finding we're talking about carbon nanofiber as being a potential new product being created out of our oil and gas industry. So I just look at it a little bit differently. I think we're reducing the amount of combustion. And if we do have combustion, we're finding ways to capture it. And if we're reducing emissions, then there's no reason why we can't be increasing oil and gas production. That's my approach. That being said, we know that it's we have to do all of the above. Agriculture, we're supporting with our agro-processing investment tax credit, which has already attracted, I believe, $3 billion worth of investment in our province, including McCain's potato plant down south. And there's a flour mill that is talking about relocating into central Alberta. There's also investment in forestry that's happening. Mondi has established they bought a plant in the Hinton area, and they're investing $700 million to upgrade it to the best technology so that it's lower emitting, as well as creating packaging that is going to be some of the best and most durable packaging that you can produce with our wood. We also have a growing hemp industry. We have a growing biofuels industry coming from agricultural waste products. We have a growing tech industry. We have signed an MOU with Saskatchewan on looking at the rollout of small modular reactors as another way of diversifying our energy and reducing emissions. Hydrogen economy, I've already talked a lot about how we're going to be building that out. Ammonia, I've talked about how we'll be building that out as well, not only for food production, but also for the ability to have a cleaner burning fuel, because it doesn't have CO2, it doesn't have carbon in it, it's nitrogen and hydrogen. We've got a film industry that has been attracting all kinds of investment here as well. So tourism, we're trying to grow our tourism industry by double in the next 10 years by focusing on a new resort strategy in our mountain parks, as well as sports tourism. So I would say that for the first time since I've been watching politics a long time, I was born and raised in Alberta, we've been talking about diversification for a long time, and it's finally happening on all fronts. And I couldn't be more delighted to see it. So I'm feeling very strongly that not only can we still rely on our traditional sources of revenue and jobs, but there's going to be a whole pile of new jobs in all of these new industries.